Thoughts on the upheaval from a global perspective. Where are we? We're at a critical time. We're at a watershed moment for humanity. I imagine we've been here before. And I imagine that we've probably been here for longer than we realize. I think many of us are becoming even more aware of where we are and the urgency to change this miserable condition on this earth, as Malcolm X said, is occurring to many of us, reaffirming itself. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It's an opportunity for necessary change, positive change. And it's not necessarily convenient or comfortable, as I'm sure it is with any period of growth. I read somewhere that in order for the arrow to fly, the bow has to be drawn back. There's some pressure involved. And I think we're all feeling that pressure. Some of us are more aware of it than others. Some of us are trying to drown it out. But we all feel it in one way or another, in indelible ways in these times and days. Go placidly amidst the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. That's the beginning of the Desiderata. Go placidly amidst the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. For as always, there will be persons greater or lesser than yourself. Peace and good morning from Paris. Notes on an upheaval, part 2, as you put the question to me, Brother Shepherd. So yesterday, when you reached out to me, you said, give me some of your thoughts. I was very pensive. I was in a very ponderous type of mood. And I hadn't slept. I was really upset for a better part of the day in the morning, man. Just like, crying and just hurt, man. Interestingly enough, I had read something online that said emotional and physical pain are experienced in the same region of the brain. Pain is pain, Whether somebody's hurting you, it's all physical. It's all physical. So I was dealing with that pain. I'm sure a lot of people dealing with it too. somebody shared something with me and they said, no idea comes to you without the ability to realize it. And I guess that goes for negative and positive things. We have a great deal of power as a people, as human beings, to change ourselves and our environments. And I think that we're being tested on that. How much we believe in our own ability. How much do we believe that we have a right, a duty to defend our quality of life, our very lives? Do we believe in a system, an oppressive murder system, more than we believe in our ability to change it? Do we believe that we just supposed to reconcile a relationship with sociopathic governments and rules and regulations? We've been bamboozled, as Malcolm said. We've been run amok. We out here thinking that the Wizard of Oz is a giant, and the wizard is just a frail, scared figure behind a giant curtain projecting an image of power. And really, the power is with us, in us. And, man, I don't always know how I can or how we can, but I know that we can. And I know that we must. We must, not just for ourselves, but for the generation to follow, man. We can't let them inherit this fuckery. Yeah, man. People are great. People are assholes. I've been reading some of the comments on WorldStar. Maybe that's a practice that I shouldn't keep up. But much success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Yeah, man, it's a lot on my mind. My emotions are kind of all over the place. And I'm trying to have the best response as opposed to a reaction. People are fairly cynical about certain things. And that numbing out, that drowning out that I was talking about is expressed in the denial of the reality of the situation. And then people get hostile in that denial. Well, you know, if it was really that much of a problem, it's not really an epidemic and all lives matter. All these kind of like, subtly or implicitly or explicitly dismissive type of attitudes toward the grave danger that the world is in. The house is on fire and, niggas is warming their hands over it and lighting their blunts over it or just pretending. This ain't the pretend time, man. This ain't the pretend time. Why did one straw break the camel's back? Here's the secret. The million other straws underneath it. And we on the millionth motherfucking straw. This shit just ain't happen. It's a cumulative effect. But mashallah, Allah plans better than the deceiver's plan. And I'm hopeful. Hope is different than optimism. As Cornel West said, hope is knowing and having faith that things are going to be better even when they look horrible. Optimism is looking at the situation and based on the facts saying, okay, this looks fairly good. It's going to be all right. You got to have hope, man, because without that, it's zombie time. just walking around dead. Just it's like a breathing, high-functioning carcass. Dear World Star, my name is Yasiin Bey. Thank you, I think, for providing me with a connection to the strange, absurd, horrible, inspiring, bizarre world of hip-hop and the world. Thanks for posting incidents of police brutality that wouldn't end up anywhere else on the web. Thank you for being so punk rock. Thank you for giving me something strange or amusing to look at when I'm traveling through the world. Thank you for putting me up on some underground artists that wouldn't ordinarily get any play anywhere. I commend you for that. I criticize you for the hypersexuality, the ratchetness, the Beavis and Butthead type of atmosphere that you seem to encourage. I don't know if it's just for clickbait or views, but you know, when the light's out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us, I imagine. To the World Star comment gang, I'm watching you. See, you can hide in the shadows behind your keyboards and your clicks, and that's fine. Some of you are very intelligent and articulate. Many of you are, and you care about the issues, and you people clearly from the streets. And some of you are y'all just lonely. Y'all just lonely and sad, and you need more water in your diet and a hug and prayer, and you need a motherfucking nap, to be honest. But God bless you. For all of y'all who was wondering why I was speaking so slow, is because I'm thoughtful. I think about what I say before I'm going to say it, particularly on something so serious. Secondly, I'm not high. I'm not high. Maybe you're high, so you think everybody else is high, but I wasn't high then, and I'm not high now. I probably shouldn't be even honoring some of these fool-ass comments with a response, but this ain't the time to be making jokes at people's pain, but it's a cruel world, and you guys are not disappointing in that regard. You know, you're keeping the cruelty bar up, bars. But that's all right. We tougher than tough times, and knuckleheads, and World Star comment cowards. But with that being said, God bless you all. Free the people, free the land. My country is called Earth.